Hey YouTube, it's David, the Georgia photographer. Today I'm gonna walk down to the creek because it's rained a good bit the past couple days. I'm gonna see if I can't get some decent water movement shots. I'm experimenting with shutter speeds. I've been watching another YouTuber by the name of Thach, and he is using fairly short shutter speeds to get water motion. Oh, the sun's breaking the horizon. Ooh, it's bright too. And I'm curious to see, because I was doing like really long shutter speeds. So I want to see if 6 seconds generates a genuinely different result than say a 1/10 of a second or a 1/2 second, quarter second, something like that. So let's go see. This is the creek in front of my house. As you can see, there's the bridge that crosses the driveway, but right beside the bridge is this. I think there's a opportunity for a photograph here. So I'm gonna do my best to set one up and get one. And I'm gonna try like a couple different shutter speeds. And I've got a couple of hours this morning. This is Thanksgiving Day technically. And we don't have to be anywhere till after lunch. And I've snuck out of the house for a little while. So let's get the tripod set up. I brought it with me. And let's see what we can do with this. All right, here's what I've done. I've got my camera set up on the tripod. I've got it on a 2-second timer. I've got the focus on the leading edge of the cascading rock. I've got it set to, it's a half stop past F8. I've got it stopped down a pretty good bit so I don't have to run a ND filter. The shutter speed is at 1/4 of a second, and there's a cat. And I have the ISO on what they call low, which is 80. And this is the photo I'm getting.
What is it, girl? What is it, kitty?
She just had to come visit. All right, I've got the 18 to 50, really cat? I got the 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens. I'm gonna have to run some step rings so I can get my circular polarizer on here. I'm gonna use my new Canon circular polarizer I got the other day. Now, kitty, see what I gotta deal with? Look. Here she is. She's being real chatty today. There you go. That actually worked out to be a pretty good location. Now I'm gonna go downstream a little ways, get to where it's running across rocks. I don't know what that sound is, but yeah, I got a couple more spots down here that normally produce a pretty good picture as long as the water's moving. So let's go down here and see what it looks like today. It appears that the water's up enough that it doesn't work out to take the photo that I wanted because I can't get to the rock. It's underwater and I'm not getting in the water today. It's 37 or 38 out here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use, there's a loophole in the trees right here. And I'm gonna get it where it's cascading down into this pool, and I'm gonna see what I can do with that. I've resorted to the kit lens from Fuji. I'm using the 18 to 55, and I've got the circular polarizer on it so I can play with the reflection of the water. I ain't sure, but I think I pretty well like the one where I focused on the twig with the water blur behind it. That one or the original waterfall one up at the top of the hill. I think you get better blur if you're closer to the water, if you have a longer shutter, like 1 second or longer. And if you're a fair distance away from the water, like you're doing a larger landscape, maybe you're wanting to take in some of the sides of the stream as well as the water itself, then you can get away with a 1/4 second or maybe even a 1/2 second, and that'll work fine because you don't actually see the small little streams of water where it's making a little blurry whatever. But yeah, that's an interesting thing I've noticed. If you don't have to fool getting out of ND filter, you can still get a good exposure. Now the circular polarizer is almost a must if you want the rocks to have that really nice kind of black slick look to them, or if you want the water to kind of lose that sheen of the sun reflecting off of it kind of stuff. You know, you can't replicate that in post, but with the ND filter, you get longer shutter speeds, but there comes a point when the shutter speed doesn't really help anymore, you know. So I just wanted to do a little something this morning because I knew the water was running good, and I thought, and I want to test out my idea about the different shutter speeds on water blur and see what it looked like, you know. So appreciate you watching, and until next time, get your camera out and go take a picture with it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.